Hello, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. My name's Fred. I have the YouTube channel, Fred's World of Percussion. What I'm going to go over today is show you my drum set and play a little bit. A little bit about my drum set. I have splash cymbals, which are the small ones. You have, with the cymbal, you have the bell, you have the outer edge. Doing cymbal rolls, you want to stay on the edges. You don't want to roll too close to the center, so you always roll on the sides of it. And you could hit it and dampen it with your hand, where you clasp it. Okay, you can use the back of the mallets. Different kinds of sounds you get with different types of textures of sticks, small, thin to more thicker. So, you know, this is a cymbal that I've been waiting to get for a long time. I call it the Swiss cheese cymbal because it has holes in it. This is called the SBR Ozone. Different companies like Sabian, Zildjian. This is SBR, so this is kind of like an off-type brand. But what it does is, if you're looking for that quick crash and release without the sustaining sound, this is the kind of cymbal that you're going to want to get. So musicians like guitar players, bass players, they love this because it's these ones, they ring in your ear forever, and it's like, you know, it's mind-numbing. And you know, for what you're looking for in a sound in a song, you're going to want to use what you have. I have Chinas. There's China High, China Low. This is a swish. This is a China with rivets in it. A China with rivets is called a swish cymbal. One of my favorite types of cymbals. Besides when you get to a gong, this has a really cool sound. If you have rivets in a cymbal, it's called a sizzle. And then of course your ride cymbals here, depending on if you're right-handed or left-handed, your drum set could be set up, you know, totally different areas. This is what I have is a 5-piece oak Yamaha oak custom kit. I got this from Robert M. Sides on Cole Street when it was still there. A good friend, Chad Mummer, he was salesperson. So I got this beautiful, beautiful oak wood custom drum set, Yamaha. And with anything you put, it's the quantity that you put into something. So you get a better drum kit, you're going to sound better, but you also have to put the quantity of the playing experience into it. So you can have a starter kit and you can kind of tweak it to make it sound good, but the bass drum, really important. You want to put a pillow, blanket, or professional tone foam in it. I have gel pads, what's called Moon Gel, or you can get the cheaper version, just little sticky pads, and put them on your toms so they don't resonate, unless they have enough tone dampeners on it, pre-made. So what I use is Evans heads, Evans, E-V-A-N-S. They're the standard brand of drum heads besides Remo. I love Remo, but Evans is the most competing brand and most different types of drum heads you can get. Right now, for me playing in a rock band, North 81, you can check it on SoundCloud. We're a 3-piece power rock trio. So again, SoundCloud, you can check that out, North 81. But back to the Evans heads, I use G2 meaning 2-ply. Some you might get with the oil in the middle. These are just standard, the standard just double ply. It means a little bit stronger, won't break as easy. And this is my older, this is kind of, my goal is to have all G2 tom heads. Right now I just have G2 Evans on the 2 top toms. The lower 2 I have Remos. I do have another set of drum heads that are all Evans, and they're called Hydro plane heads. I'm going to change the heads and do a video of that later, which really cool sounding. More so for maybe studio or mic'd, just percussion stuff. With a rock band, definitely we found out through playing wise, G2s are much better. I use Zildjian cymbals, except for these 2 are called Wuhan. I have Wuhan Splash, Wuhan Crash. Very cool sounding, very nice. I have a tambourine that goes on the rod of the hi-hat. Hi-hat, open and close, and that's about it. So well, that's not about it, but you have a 5-piece drum set. I added this floor tom. It's not a Yamaha, but it serves its purpose as an extra floor tom. I have mostly Zildjian cymbals, splash cymbals. You can add wood blocks, cowbells, rototoms. Rototoms are the toms that you change the tune with the handles on the side. The drum head itself tunes it. And pedals, I have DW, PDP, double bass drum pedal. You want to learn your standard simple, 4/4 timing. 4/4 timing, as in 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do, and that has a nice thud to it. That's the Evans 360. I used to have an Evans 360 drum head, and this is called a reverse dot. It's actually on the inside, and it has little holes, and then on the outside. Snare, I like to keep it tight with a little bit of a ring. You can put, depending on the type of drum head for the snare, you get a snare batter head. You could put some moon gel on it if you want. So the sticks I usually use are Vic Firths, depending on what type of song. If you're looking for a more melodic sound, it's all preference, but nylon tipped I use if I'm going to be on the ride a lot of cymbal work. You want nylon tipped. I use 5As because it helps me to play faster. You don't want to play with too thick of drumsticks. It's too loud, or it takes too much time to get what you want to put in. Right now I have Pro Marks. I just purchased this pair off of by D'Addario, and it's called Fire Grain. It's a wood. They use like a special way how to make these. Pretty cool with the technology today, with the way they make drumsticks. But ProMark, they don't last as long as the Vic Firths for me. But what I did learn, and this is for all drummers, Neil Peart from Rush used the backs of his drumsticks for more powerful drum on the toms. So that's really valuable information, because if you want some powerful drumming and you're not getting it with the regular sticks, you get that more powerful with the back ends of it. I thought, that's one thing I never knew until, it showed me, you saw videos and different things, and they pointed that out, and it's like, wow, that's a great idea. So no matter who you are, how much schooling you went through, Berkeley or Juilliard or the best, schools, you can always learn something from somebody that's, a young drummer that's just starting out. Everybody has different styles. What I'm trying to say is, everybody has their own, own personality, own characteristics in music. Expressing that, the way you hold the drumsticks, the way you hit the drum. There's a standard way to learn, different standard ways to learn. What I've learned a lot with after you hit the drumstick, there's releases as far as visuals go. That ups the look, the performance-wise. So you hit a cymbal and you go like this. That's great. If you hit it like that, you're not getting much of a visual. So it might do something with the sound too. You're producing the sound outwards. As far as cymbals go, I do a lot of work on cymbals. I love the sound. Different ways you hit the cymbal. You can hit on the outer part. This is called mostly Zill bells, but this is an Alu bell, and you get a totally different. It's a really cool sound. You see how that resonates. And as far as like dribbling the sticks, diddles and stuff on the. And you can see that gets really loud when you start doing a lot of work on the cymbals. It just all that volume. You got now if you hit a crash and the bass drum at the same time, you're going to get a powerful hit. Now the difference between these cymbals and this, like I said, the Swiss cheese cymbal I call it, ozone, you get a quick release. These ones they're gonna resonate. So it all depends on what you're looking for. And of course, this is the most powerful, the swish, which I love. So I'm gonna demonstrate a little bit, and Today's Saturday, April 18th, 2020. Staying safe, stay inside, drumming. And I'm going to beat out some rhythms for you. And let me just move this closer here. First, I'm going to play some just regular rock beat, okay? Now, okay, that's your standard, standard drum beats. Some simple, just laying back the groove, right? And then you have something I want to add here is the rims. Not part of the drum, right? No cymbals, no drum heads, the rims, okay? Any kind of metal. You have from high to low. So I'm going to do a little rendition of some rim playing. So as you can see, starting from soft, gradually building up, you can do any kind of song, starting out slow, different, Now, as far as work on the hi-hat, I love to do the Dave Matthews Band. Carter is an amazing drummer, so I do a lot of diddles and stuff like that with splash cymbal work and the 30-second notes on the hi-hat. Okay, so let's see. On the hand drum the other day, I was playing flams. It's with like a delayed reaction with the inner beat and an accent. I like to bring out the delayed reaction to add more of a dramatic approach to it. So you do the same thing with your sticks with the accent and the inner beat. So kind of like, you know, We Will Rock You, the Queen, you know. You're hearing that difference there. When I do the doubles, when you kind of like cringe your toe on the pedal with your toe and your upper arch of the foot, you know. You know, you want to learn like some punk rock beats, you know. So, adding what you're playing with the right hand or left hand, depending if you're lefty or righty, you're playing, you know, switching from quarter notes, eighth notes, 16th notes. So I'm gonna do that. The difference between the three, starting with quarter notes. I have the same notes with the bass drum and the cymbal, and then the cymbal and the snare on two. So 1, 2, 3, 4, bass, snare, cymbal, 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 cymbal. Now if you're doing add eighth notes, you're doing the 1 E and 2 E and